Hello, this is Bishop Andy Luter again, and I am bringing to you community profiles, those individuals in our community who impact our quality of life. Today, my guest is the county legislator from the 15th Legislative District in the person of DuWayne Gregory. He has been sharing with us his experiences here on Long Island and his trek from local government all the way back to his beginnings as a native Long Islander here. When we left off, we were talking about the difference, the multiple municipalities. Some might even say the fragmented government, because Long Island is one of those places, especially where we are. There is village government, there is town government, there is county government, there is then state government, and then of course national government. And then there are all kinds of other utility districts and regions in addition to that. Let's talk a bit about the Suffolk County Legislature. What is its history, its background, and what is its chief function here on Long Island?
Well, the legislature was established, I believe, if I'm correct, in 1970. Prior to that, there was a board of supervisors. All the town supervisors would get together and they would make the laws for the policy-making decisions for the county. At some point, like I said, back in 1970, there was a decision to go away from that and to go into 18 representative districts. As we mentioned, I represent the 15th district, but now we have a county executive who is the chief executive officer. So when you talk about three branches of government, the legislative, the executive, and the judicial, the legislature represents the legislative branch. So we're more of a policy-making branch of government. We have oversight over the different branches or functions that the county executive has under his jurisdiction. And as a part of that, I'm a member of the Public Safety Committee. So each month when we have meetings, we have the commissioner of the police department come in and all those law enforcement agencies, because we like to oversee and see what they're doing as far as their policies. I'm also on the Health and Human Services Committee. And in that capacity, we have the health commissioner come in and we evaluate what they're doing, as well as the commissioner of the Department of Social Services, which has a significant impact on this district because we have a lot of people that are in need of those services. So we're an oversight and a policy-making function. Okay.
Oftentimes people don't realize, because we use the term democratic government, which by definition literally talks about government by the people. I'm not sure we are as much a democratic society as we are a republic in terms of representative government. How do you see your role in terms of the ideology and the philosophy of representative government as it relates to your current role as a legislator?
I think we're very much part of a Republican government because Republican government calls for, power to the people, and through elections they can influence those that represent them, therefore by influencing how the government functions for them. Where back in history, a democratic government, there may have been democratic processes, but the majority pretty much ruled and they had a say, so there wasn't really influence or input from the public at large. And that's fine, with me, because I believe, as I stated earlier, that, you have to work for the people that you serve. I'm a public servant. I'm not there to reign over some throne. I have to put in every day, do what's best for my people in the district. So.
And of course, when you say republic, you don't mean the Republican Party.
No.
You're talking about representative government.
Right,
using
absolutely.
the term republic as a description of representative government.
Right, absolutely. And I think that's, the significance of having term limits. In the legislature, we have a 12-year or 6-term term limit policy because, you want opportunities for others to get to represent the government. And there's arguments on both sides of the issue. But I think that with term limits, it gives more power to the people to influence their decision making or influence those representatives that represent the community.
Now, your representation and your brief career representing the 15th Legislative District has been unique in that it began as an appointment. You fulfilled the unexpired term of your predecessor.
It was actually a special election.
It was a special election,
Yes,
right?
yes.
That's right. It was a special election, and that special election actually put you in the seat. But you had the advantage of having worked with the previous legislator, so you knew much of what was going on in that regard.
Right.
What was that campaign like? What was it like to campaign for a position after having been hired into all of your previous positions?
Yeah, it was rewarding.
Okay.
I'm trying to search for the right word. It was great to know that when because I knocked on over 4,000 doors. And as I went through the community, a lot of people have met me at different events or had worked with me or I had addressed an issue that they had in the past, whether it was at the county office or when I even worked at the town of Babylon.
Okay.
People remember that was some years ago. And it was fulfilling to find that people remembered me because I was able to provide assistance to them, and they remembered that. That they recognize that our government officials are out in the community and out trying to do what's best for them. So it was really a rewarding experience.
Now, in the brief time that you've been in the legislature, what would you identify as the most pressing challenge that you've come in contact with in your position?
Well, right now we have to address, we have a $119 million budget deficit. I'm the chairman as the youngest member of the legislature, I've been appointed the chairman of the Budget and Finance Committee. Which is an immense responsibility, particularly as we go through this year with the large deficit that we have. There's a bill that the county executive has laid on the table to lay off over 300 employees. And as you can imagine, there are a lot of people that are concerned about that. So we're trying to come up with different ways to address the revenue shortage, generate revenues, so that we can keep people working and we can keep the vital services that the county provides, give them to the people. So yeah, I would say that's the most important issue at this point.
Okay. Now, our time is just about expired, but I want to provide you an opportunity to kind of look into this camera and talk to your constituency. And for those who don't know how to get in touch with you, give them some contact information and ways that they can reach you.
Okay. Well, I'm your legislator, and I'm here to help you and assist you any way that I can. My office is available to you from 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. You can call us at 631-854-1111. And if you contact us and give us your email, we often put newsworthy information out for the community on our an email database that we have provided. So please contact our office. Again, it's 631-854-1111.
Now, you've just come through the special election, so how much longer will you serve in this capacity before you will have to run again to retain this seat? I'm
actually up for election this year.
This coming year?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, because the special election was for the unexpired term.
Right.
And so this coming year will be a full term, and the full term consists of how many years?
2 years.
2 years.
Yes.
All righty,
Yeah.
all righty.
So.
Well, listen, thank you so very much for coming and being our guest today. Listen, you have been watching Community Profiles with your host, Bishop Andy C. Luter of the Hollywood Full Gospel Baptist Cathedral right here in Amityville. Our special guest today is the county legislator from the 15th Legislative District in the person of Legislator DuWayne Gregory. Again, thank you for joining us today. We'll be back real soon with another guest, more information that will impact the quality of life that you live each and every day. This is Bishop Andy C. Luter reminding you that we love you, God loves you, and we look forward to seeing you soon.